Yeah, I was just looking at something. LXXX1X. So I was looking at something. I am going, I don't like to look at myself sometimes I do. I'm going live on YouTube. In fact, I'm live right now for the last 2.5 minutes. I'm gonna go over some notes, answer some questions, explain some of the equations. I make up a lot of equations. You know, if it's fair to one of the numbers, it's gonna be fair to all the numbers, and that's all I'm looking for. All I'm looking for is something that is fair. Before a word, right, even touches a number, I just want to know what's fair, where there's no trickery. Because if I said 3984652, what would you know, right? What would you know? Like, I don't even know yet. Oh, I don't. Yeah, come watch me live. Come watch me live. YouTube. Come watch me live on YouTube, Gematria. So I'm uploading this. I just put all these hashtags in there. You know, like what do I know? Like, what do I know? Like, check the way I am. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. And I say this about everybody's ignorance. And then I look at my ignorance. I have this in my hand. It's got a file folder. I take pictures. I say things, but I don't file anything in any proper order at all. I should put. We can't put up no paper in the background here, right? It'd be nice to put up some paper in the background. What am I talking about? Paper. Like that. You've been to my apartment before. Do you see this down at the bottom over here, or this over here, right? This story here equals to what is a heart line. It's a single area gap between two dots, unlike between three dots. And if each dot was what does each dot represent, right? The separation of a window. But when I connect four dots, right? Each one of these singular, how can I don't even know how to say that. This becomes a heart zone with 4 blocks. This becomes a window. It divides 4 heart zones. And this, you can turn it this way, right? Well, this one turns, but you can turn this all the way around, and then that would look like, see, one of the designs, you might look at a design and say, oh, it's like that. Everything must be like that. No. It could be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 6. It could be 2, 3, 6, 9. It could be 3, 6, 9, 8. It could be 6, 9, 8, 7. 9, 8, 7, 4, 8, 7, 4, 1, 7, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6. And then you can go the other ways as well. As well, you can cut through the center and go 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. And which other way? Let me see that. Oh, and I can go 6, 5, 4, 1 and 6, 5, 4, 7. At the same time, I can do 6, 7, 13. 6, 1 is 7. As 13 equals to 4, 1 and 4, both in the cardinal, although we connected a mutable and we came back. How do we create 13? 9 and 4, 13, a mutable to a cardinal. How do we create 13? 8 and 5, 13, 2 fixed. How do we create 13? How do we create 13, 7 and 6, 13? The upper, the lower, the east, the west. This is the story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Has anybody ever seen this before? And the alphabet that goes with it. Have you ever seen the alphabet in this order before? Have you ever looked at the ATM? I wish I could put all my pictures in order. Hey. Hold it. Ozzy, hold on. Hold on. Hey, in the house. In the house now. In the house. What's with this barking? What's with this barking? You heard some cats? Yeah? You heard some cats? I love you. You want to come give me a kiss? Yeah? You want to come give me a kiss? Yeah? You know, my cat. Sit down. You have a nose. Are you a wolf? Are you a wolf? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Who's gonna eat my hand? Ozzy, come. Here's Denver. I only have one left. Ta-da! I'm gonna break. Sit. Good boy. Hey. Good boy. There you go. I got in the lift. Thank you. That's it. The end. The end. Listen, do you know if you had any more, it's going to give you a bellyache. Just give you a bellyache. Why do I know it'll give the dog a bellyache and the dog still wants more? That's what you call, this is what it is, a drunk. Here it is. There's the drunk. One of the reasons we drink, right here. Just will eat, just turn over on the side and like be sick all the next day. And I'm paying the price, scraping it off the ground every time I take him for a walk. What? What? Because I'm serious with you? But you don't think I know? Listen to me. The only weapon he has is to be louder than me. Only to be louder than me. You want to be louder than me? Louder than me. Yeah, go sit down. Go sit. Yeah. You want to be louder than me? Jiminy Crickets. You want to see? He's grabbed my socks and he ran away with my socks. He's right there at the other side. I don't know why it's so blurry. Oh, he just dropped it. Okay. That's okay. So, Yeah, where are we with this? Okay, so we haven't really talked about much, but I was very happy that I got a nice note. That was very good. I'm going to look that over because I do this all the time, and I usually do it only with letters like A, E, I, O, and U. And I think it was Rath that mentioned when you spell M-A-R-S, Mars, M13, A, one, I'm going to put just 01, R 18, and S 19. You get 13 minus 1 equals 12. And then you get 18 minus 1 equals 17, right? Is that what you did? I'm just going off the top of my head, right? And then can I also do R minus S, which is 18 minus 19 equals 0, 1? I'm just thinking of this. That would be, what? This minus this minus this. All right, I'm just trying to think what the number you came up with. I'm just trying to calculate that now. So let me see that number. I had it here. Uh, wow, the dog's really thirsty. How come I don't see the comments properly? I'm just looking for one of the comments. Shorts, subscriptions here. Okay, here. Oh, maybe I can go in studio. Okay. 13 minus 1 minus 18. Okay. It was 13 minus 1 minus 18 equals, oh, minus 19. Okay. Okay. Minus 19, 37, 38 equals 38 plus 13 equals 25. And this answer is 13, okay, is 9. 13 minus 1 equals 12. 12 minus 18 equals, okay, I got the same answer. I just did it a little different. Okay, Mars is negative 25. So the minute you get negative, and once you get 19, like, how do you call the flux capacitor? Is the heart of the hexahedron. It's a bunch of multiple cubes that run within inside each other, all alike in singularity, but dancing to another tune in their association of, there's going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I will all be movements of 1. 1, 4, and 7 will be movements of 3. They'll be the cardinal signs. Movements of 4 will connect up to the elements 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 4, and 8. Crisscrossing, jumping through the hoop of fire. The airwave, the pressure. We're going to have Gemini, C and G, Hebrew Gimel, the Greek Gamma coming together. Now I'm losing my trend of thought right now, so I'm going to hopefully come back to this and remember the 15th minute in the video. If there were others up here, you'd help me out, stick to my story. So yes, so they were working on Mars 3113, opposites would be 51. Okay, so then since Mars is 51 and it's a negative 25, the total or spread would be what is 76. Now the thing about the two of these is that with 51 you run 4, 3, 2 in between. With 2 and 5, or 5 and 2, You run 3 and 4 in between. So what you don't do with 2 and 5, you do with 1 and 5. Let me show you. Oh, the camera, I can't flip this camera around. I don't like to do the videos here, that's why I don't do them. So what you had over here is I had Mars, total 51. I put down, where did I put 51? I put 51 over here, right? Then you did the negative. You went 13 minus 1 is 12, minus 18. No, sorry, 13 minus 1 is 12, minus 18 is 6, plus 9 is 25. If you went the other way, 19 minus 18 is 1, minus 1 is 0, minus 13. So Mars would be a negative 13. Negative 13 is where it is. Let me do this. Let me do this here. And let me say this here is 19, okay, minus 18 minus 1, okay, equals to what is 0. And then you're going to get minus 13. So here you're going to get 51, okay, and 13 equals to 64. So you get the split of the spread between 64 and 76, 13 and 10. That's good. That's a good match. 6 and 4, that's a match. Right? That's the federation, 4, 5, and 6 coming together. So I'm trying to see where we are with this right now. So does everybody follow me? Yeah, face the throne, father 1, mother 2, right? And here you sit. Here you sit on the throne. Yes, I will tell you, it is one teacher, right? And it's everything that goes inside of you and comes out of you. Yes, I'm talking about the ba in the TH and in the room. It could be a mushroom. I don't know. I joke around a lot, but I can't hold up. So I say the flux capacitor over here. I'm going to try and explain this. The cube has 8 corners, right? So this will be multiplied by 8, right, times 3 equals to what is 24. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 create 8 and 6. What is the split of the 7th gate? 8 is not 8 alone. It could be 44. It could be 53. It could be 62. At the end, it's 71, but 71 is a combination that brings elements together, like a SIM card. You're connecting the gates of 88 by 99, equaling to 77. Oh my God. There's going to be what did I do here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I did too many connections, right? But I'm just going to show you that I combinate this 9 over here. Boy, 1, 2, 3, 4. Too many mistakes. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Wow, where's my whiteout? Just give me a second. Okay, I'll make another one. I'll fix that after. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is not supposed to be done this way. This is not done this way. This is done. I have a better picture than this. I'm just doing this like, Okay, so what's going to happen is, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm thinking. Wow, I can't do it like that. This is 4 areas. Okay, this is wrong. It's going to be this. See, I'm going to connect this over here, and then I'm going to connect this over here. When I do that, okay, I end up creating this. I have this area space here and this area space here. The total area is 16. By using all these blocks over here, okay, I covered up a 14 area space. And when I covered them up, I associated right? I associated 9 blocks. But when I associate the 9 blocks, okay, I only have 7 blocks left over. And then I go ahead, right, and I encompass these blocks. I'm keeping it square, right? I encompass these blocks over here. So out of the 7 blocks, I only get to use 5 blocks and 2 remain in the void. But the connection is a 9-9 connect. In order to create this box, I must join 9, I must join 9. But by joining the second 9, it's only 5, right, of what is 7. So when you look at this cube, right, over here, wow, the other one is downstairs, don't tell me. Oh, it's over here, I think. No, okay, it's over here. So we can see the 9 over here. Here's the 9. So we're going to use, I'm just going to see what we're not going to use. Yeah, so this will be the block. So this is going to capture 9 area spaces. There's a total of 16 here. This will only capture 9. It'll leave 7 left over. I don't know what the other 2 do, but usually when you're creating only the heart, see this heart? Whoop, this heart over here? This area space is not touched. I'm just going to create another heart over here. And then by creating 2 hearts and bringing them together, right, we lock this up and we create a capsule and contain an area space out of nowhere. We can even put our own sun rocking in the oceans, powering everything up. All we need is a little bit of diesel to oscillate everything down, power up, control everything, control every element, read up about aluminum. So this is that basis. Another thing is when you're counting, when you count to not to 100, but to 99, is this the way you count it, or is this the way you count it? With this count, it's 40, 51, and 9, 60. In this count, it's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 72, 82, 83, 84, and 9, 93. The hidden count is Saturn. The hidden count is Saturn through Jupiter. The 5 and 6 coming together, the giants. JS, Jack of Spades. JC, Jack of Clubs, right? Just like you got different color moon signs that are out there. So I'm gonna just take this off. I have to turn this around. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? There's only one. I'd stay here longer if there were more, but I'm gonna come back maybe in 20 minutes for another maybe 20 odd minutes. I have a few things to upload. If anybody's got any questions, it has nothing shown up on the screen. No chat on the screen. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, here we are. Maybe I can chat with myself. You get something in the chat there? Oh, there I go. I chatted to myself, eh? I chatted to myself. Someone's got to say something if you want me to stay, because I'm running out of breath. So, yeah, so the big thing about this is yes, it's the washroom. Another thing is, think about it. Did you know that the 7th Hebrew month, right? The 7th Hebrew month is Tishrei. When you say it in French, it sounds like Sheet King, you know? So, yeah, I'm a little tired tonight, so I'm going to keep on writing, put a few things more in order. I did want to share a few things. I did mention the flux capacitor, and I'm going to explain this, although it's backwards. I'll have to put this over. So what this is here is the Vatican doors look like this. It was a 16 area. It was a perfect plug-in. It also says PI like in pi. So the connection to 99 is every X is 10 equals 40. Plus 1 is 41. Plus 50 is 91. Right? So I'm going to mark 91. Now, 1, 41. Hold on. Hold on a second. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41. And 50 is 91. Okay. But what this is 50, 60, 70, 80. Wait a second. 80. This is 89. Right? 50, 60, 70, 80, 89. So why did I say 93? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Okay, so 12, 24, 24, 24, 72, 84, and 9, 93. Let me show you again. The 12th letter, the 24th letter, the 24th letter, the 24th letter. Right? 72, 96, plus 9, 105, plus 12, 117. So I'm trying to see, this is 117. So where did I get 93? 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. I don't even have a 93 anymore. So yeah, I gotta go to bed. But yeah, there is that equation in there. There was another equation I saw in there also. Wow, I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm gonna have to rewrite this page after this slumbering over here. And again, the 7th month of the Hebrew New Year, right? The 7th. Why do we start the new year in the 7th month? Why do we start? Because look, even here it says it. We only do 3 in a row. Anything else is going to be something like this. So over here, I'll go to 89, but it's not 99. So how do I get to 99? They don't let you do this, right? And then this doesn't work. It's only 3 and then something in between, a 1 in between, and then an X or a 1 in between and a V. This is 10-5. When the Canadians took the penny off the market, they were bringing us, everything is going back to formation when it all began, right? Take a watch. Go back to see how it all began. I don't know what it is. I don't know how it all began. I'm going to take a couple of minute break if you got questions, right? But you can see it's coming back to how it all began. And guess what? I know nothing about how it all began or the Bible, but I see the roundabouts. I see the way it works in numbers, and it's coming to the formation of the numbers right now. Even up to the sports teams coming down into place where they go under tribulation or tabulation. How's everybody doing? I don't see any comments. Has anybody ever been here before? Because I'm extremely tired. So I'm going to be going to bed, redoing this page, getting up, writing some more tomorrow. Hopefully they'll take my ban off of TikTok. If you want me to come back later, you know how to send me a note. And that was great. I got a piece today. I'm going to redo this whole video again. Not happy with it. I'm extremely tired. And yeah, help support the channel. I got to go to bed. Ciao. Yeah, now I'm 4 people here. Maybe I'll take a 10-minute break. But if there's no interaction, I'm not up for teaching anything new. And there is, again, always new stuff. Always new stuff. Just always. And like it was mentioned earlier about Mars negative positive, they said Mars negative 76. It works out because Mars is 52, 51, or a jack plug-in. And this is what it is. The letter R is AR equaling to what is 18 minus 1. The letter F is EF, what is 6 minus 5. The letter M is EM, what is 13 minus 5 equals to what is 8. So there's a lot of, and where I pick this up is, usually it's just the I letter, right? But I'm going to do it for all the vowels, thinking that it's a skeleton and see what works and what doesn't work, and just classify everything just like they do with all the elements. If you try them all, you'll see what will happen. A little bit more, a little bit less, longer, shorter, more heat, less heat, in this, that, the other thing. It's the science is like, it's crazy, right? It's crazy what science is. I don't know, but I cut myself. The dog. Their nails are like, they don't think they're sharp, but they're heavy, and the minute they touch you, it cuts. Face the throne, so the men are always facing the throne. The men get a 1-2, the women get a 2-2. Why do the women get a 2-2? Both, whatever they do, when they go to the bathroom, they sit both ways. When you sit, it's for number 2, you get a 2-2. When you stand, you're facing the throne, you get a 1-2 for standing and sitting. Men get a 3, women get a 4. I don't know why it's like that. It's supposed to be the reverse, but I guess it's not in this instant. The other thing is, the 7 card in the deck of cards, it doesn't have a dot in the center like the ace, or the 3, or the 5, or the 9. Reason why, I don't know, but if it follows the theory, A, C, E, they all do. Just give me a second. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Guys, give me a minute. You want to go out? There's no barking. Give me a minute with the dogs. Been in or no? You can stay out. How's everybody doing? So this is how I get the order and understanding, right? Because the words I speak and the stories I tell coming in. If you're here for the first time, the stories that are told on this page all have to do with the stories from the from the words that are spoken. You go to the bathroom, you stand up, do that number 1, sit down, do that number 2. That's the way I was brought up. So this is all about algorithms of the cubes. The cube story, the Saturn story, the story of numbers, the alphabet story, the position of the letters in the alphabet, not just the position of the letters in the alphabet as you know it, but there's also a Chaldean alphabet. There's also what is the 7th gate alphabet. I call it the piano alphabet. It's 1 through 7, and it happens 52 times with 32 black keys, 88 connecting to the constellations. Doesn't matter how it connects. Could be a put together, it doesn't matter. As long as it's fair to all the other elements, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what's being fair. So if I make any equation of any equation, as long as I do it to everything, then we can look at it that way. Because it became fair, we balanced it out. And the equations I set are not really even mine. Everything existed. I'm just going back over everything that's already been created. If Einstein created something, I'll take a look and go, he got to this number like this? And I'm going to go, why didn't we just do it like this? Or like that? Really and truthfully, it's a 44 system. You can't miss by more than 3. If you miss by 4, you're into the energy. You have associated A, B, C, D. You've created windows. Everything has a corner. 2 by 2 by 2, everything gets a corner. It's an 8 block. 3 by 3 by 3 is a 27 block. There's 8 corners and 8 edges. Unlike the edges on a single cube, here you got a complete edge because the cube is encompassed. Calling it the crossing cube, calling this, guess what? You can say NASA as much as you can say the cross, as much as you can say Chai. You know the Hebrew letter Chai, right? You're looking at this. Question, why? If you don't ask the question, why? Why or why not? Why is it? Why didn't I put the dots in the middle and the lines? Yeah, I could have, but I didn't. This looks like the Mayan, man. You ever see that Mayan, the way it's this way, right? What is the difference between this way and this way? This way, when going this way, when you're counting, it's 1, and then 1 here and 1 here is 2, and then 3 over here, which means these two, okay, are going to cut in half the area space between here, which splits the area space over here. When counting by full area spaces this way, here, you have a full area space here and a full area space below. You see it easier when I show you these squares here. It's harder to see. Perhaps you can see here. See these dots here? If I start at this dot here and these 2 dots here and then these 3 dots here, these 2 dots here, right, split this area space in the first cell. When coming to the 3 cells over here, this cell is cut in half at 2, and then it's cut in half at 4. When running here, 1, 2, 3, when coming to 4, you have gone below the equator. It stops at 3. This is the smallest cell you can get. This is the next smallest cell you can get. This one plays a role right over here. This corner overlaps the heart, and it moves around in 4 area spaces on 3 dimensions, just like in Rubik's Cube. So I have to turn, I'm going to turn this around. So I have nothing really planned for tonight. Here's the AM running at 4 zeros, right? So is it 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4? Splitting the binary going both ways. You know the piano left to right, but the piano can go right to left. The thing is about the piano goes 1 through 52, but they stop you at center C. But do they stop you at center C? When you count from this way to this way, center C is here starting at 1. The piano, okay, is A, G. The piano is A, C. The piano is 7 by 7 equals to 49, okay? The 49th being G, the first one being A. The 50th, okay? Did I get that right? Yes. The 50th being A. The 51st being B. The 52nd being C, where A and B meets through Mars in the quarter house to live our time at the seventh gate of creation of Earth in C. And we live in A through M through the spirit. And we wake up, right? When? Is this when you wake up? I don't think so. This is the midnight hour. This is what ignites this at the midnight hour. The 120-minute penalty of Capricorn. How do I know? The 2-minute penalty, the first 2 hours, the first 120 minutes when you're playing hockey, you're on ice. We must think about Capricorn. So you have all these zeros. What is this? Going this way. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you go to 64, mark 64 over here. 128, this is going to be 64 and 1. And then it's going to be 2 and 128. And then it's going to be 3 and 256. And then it's going to be 4, okay, and, oh, that's wrong. It's going to be, hold on a second, hold on a second. It's, hold on a second, 1 and 64. Then it's going to be 2 and 128. Well, we got to fix this. Then it's going to be 4 and 256. Then it's going to be 8 and 512. Did I get this? Yes, 8 and 512. Okay. I'm stopping over here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to stop on 4, right? Like I showed you before, what happens here, here, here. You go 1, 2. See from here, 2 dots, 3 dots. You have 4 dots over here. The 4 dot. Here's the 1 dot, the 2 dots, the 3 dots. The 4 is what's shared. And then after that, it becomes 3 dots, 2 dots, and 1 dot, and 4 dots, 3 dots, 2 dots, and 1 dot. The honeycomb, right? The honeycomb, right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it gets smaller over here. When you count this way, it's not the same thing. I'm only creating a wall. I'm not splitting a cell. Here I'm splitting the cells. Over here. This is your binary. It ends on 6. When you go from here to here, see this one over here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? When you reach this one over here is 5. This one is 1. Your 4, 3, 2 in basic general takes operation for balance between the beginning and the end. And what is that 6? The 6 sides of this cube. You're not the both sides of the cube. Although this cube shows you 6. When you pick out that backgammon double cube, I don't have it with me, but when you pick out the backgammon double cube, you'll understand. And when you get the 64s, like I was talking about with 1, and then you get 128 with 2, and 256 with 4, and then you get 512 with 8, and this is where everything turns over. This here is 51 Mars, and then the 52 Earth, and Ram comes in, 103 JC. You know who JC is? I hate that I write all over the page. Jesus Christ is coming in. You know what I'm saying? What is this? That's the midnight hour. Why is it Capricorn? When you go into the people who study the the zodiac and the life path, everything. There's 12 hours in the day. I'll explain it to you. I know I go quick. I know. There's 12 hours in the day. Capricorn starts at midnight. It runs, every sign runs for 120 minutes. Aquarius is next. It starts at 2 o'clock. It goes to 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 a.m., 240 minutes. What is 4 by 60, right? What is 4 by 60? 2/3 of something of what is. What does that mean? If we're working with 4 hours, therefore the first 2 signs go away, 4 hours go away, 1/6 of the day goes away, right? So I need to understand all the mathematics of all the minutes and the seconds in the day. So we go on to the next one. So every single sign runs 120 minutes. In hockey, you run 120 minutes. The Trinity is 3 by 120. Although we are running one of the systems, we have 48 minutes in the basketball game, which what it does is 1, 2, 3, and then we close it off. But there was something else I found today. There's another reason for 12, unless it's the 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Dun, 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 dun. 12, 12, 144, 144, 144, 144, 576. There's also what is 26 times 144. 26 times 144. Don't know it. 27 times 144. 38888. I know it, but it doesn't say enough to me. It's the 3 houses of 888, which is part of the star system, the 4th dimension of numbers. 1 is 58. 5 is 74. 9 is 90. 7 is 82, 3 is 66, 6 is 78, 2 is 62, 8 is 86, 4 is 70. When you crisscross them all up, it's 888. Remember, 3 sides of the cube, 888. 3 sides of the cube, 888. Every single face is 888. 888 times 6 equals to 5328. What does it mean right now? I don't know. I'm thinking. So where did I get this answer from? I'll explain it to you. The 4th dimension of numbers. What is 1 is now 58. What is 2 is 62, 66, 70, 74, 78, 82, 86, 90. When you crisscross them, they all equal to 222. We did it 4 times, it's 888. You have 6 faces, right? 6 times 888 equals 5328. Wait, I have 26 of these cubes, so it equals to 138,528. I'd have to think about that. Times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. Ooh, I like 7. This one looks good. This one looks good. So 5328 times 26 times 7 equals 969696. I like that. I don't know where it fits. 8, 18, 9, 8. And you know what's funny about this? The added equation within itself is 9, 8, and 7. I do know what the numbers mean for me, but to mean anything to anybody else, it's just, will tell you something, that our huge connection to everything is burnt orange. It's Pluto, the planet that they say doesn't exist, is everything and everything. Without Pluto, there's nothing. There's no existence without Pluto. So why did they say it does not exist? The existence of all, every plug is into Pluto, right? It's freezing and melting and freezing and melting. Is it Grover and Grouch? Grouch is what's his name? So we have the garbage can, right? And do we have to empty the garbage can? Because now we got 3 garbage cans. And we have the compost. We have the compost. I thought we just had the mail post, and we have the recycle, right? So we got 3 of them. So now we're declaring that we have 3 garbage cans. Does that mean we got 3 moons for 3 garbage cans? So we now declared. And now we got the carnival in Canada. Yeah, because George Carney's up there, I think. Some guy named Carney, you know. We've got Trump and Carney blowing the trumpets, you know. Big carnival coming up. Everybody, step right up. Carnival time, right? Carnival time. You know what? Throw the ball, 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 throw the ball. Don't throw the ball. Okay, so yeah, the garbage can, what it is in this house, you can't empty the garbage can. You can only recycle, refurbish. The house we live right here is a fixed house. Okay, it's a fixed house. As well, it's locked in the fire sign, running from the earth. Okay, running from the water into the earth, 4, 5, and 6, Cancer into Virgo. And then we're running down the 3 fixed signs, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. I'm losing the vision. Yes, okay, I remember Grover, okay? The light is moving. They have all the information you needed to reach a certain point to achieve where they have come to. In my game, they're let's call it the plasma, okay? And the plasma has a coating in it, and it has to do something with what are the NPC players, right? And has to trick the NPC players by giving them, and the NPC players, all they have to do is give and take. Oh, a little tax, something happened, little security, give and take, little security, give and take, no, yes, and now we united everything. They've sewn everything in together. You know, the first thing I understood when I went in an airplane, when the airbag drops, right? Save yourself first, right? Well, guess what? I saved myself. Now, who's next? The family. And who's included? The cousins and the friends. Why are we outside this country right now, all around the world? Because somebody's coming here? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Because somebody did come here, they popped off a corner of a building once, and oh my God, and that was the whole thing. But somebody's coming here. What was that? What is it, a trick? Did you follow what I'm saying? Why wasn't a big thing? Why a little thing? Why is somebody just scratching? Why is the cat always scratching at the door? Right? Entanglement. Why are you involved in the entanglement of the talk? Who are these people getting in these jet planes, flying across the country and doing things for who? For what? Have they not seen what has happened? And by the way, I will tell you, I was at Costco yesterday. Oh my God, I couldn't believe what happened at Costco yesterday. I mentioned to the cashier, I said, there's a mistake. They asked me for $56. And I said, I think there's a mistake. And the cashier just pushed himself back from the cash and looked at me. I go, yeah, there's a mistake. There's some kind of error. I said, I said, cat litter is 13 bucks and this is $13. That's 26. You mark 56. I go, he said, then he starts screaming at me. You told me not to charge this and don't charge that. I said, maybe you misunderstood me. You know, miscommunication. That's all. Just miscommunication. Doesn't matter if you misunderstood me or if I forgot to say it. And just security. Oh, it's really kooky. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, I was back into talking about the Roman numerals. On that, we don't put 4 X's in a row for 90 like L X X X X. So we go X C, meaning C minus X, and then we go 1X, encompassing C and 1 and I, which is really encompassing your base creation. The C, A meets B, right? One, the father between the mother comes into the house for the child. C and I, 39. Also, 3 and 9 represent the 39 will also represents the word 10, angel, and the lower house, A, B, C, D, versus what is F, G, H, I. Impartial 5, referee perhaps, right? And 5 is also noted to be part of the twin female, feminine, 55. 7 times 6, 7 plus 6. 42 and 13 are minus 29, bringing on the IT system. Every set of numbers, every 3 numbers, every 4 numbers, every 5 numbers, after that, there's no use going anymore. The 6th number is just going to be all of what is. And after that, there's a reduction, right? Because once you get to 6, 7th one splits the house. Then what also happens with the 7th one is that there's 1 in the center that will ignite the first 3 with the last 3. But in the first 3, it'll be 1, 2, 1, then 1, then 1, 2, 1 to connect to 1. Anyways, I'm tired. Didn't make any sense what I just said. 3, 1, 3 is 7. 1, 4, 4, 1, 4 is 9. There's so many things. If I have 1, 4, 1, if I have 1, 2, 1 is 4, then I will have 2, 1. I have to write that down and show you that. Just a bunch of combinations. If I have 1, 2, 1, I must have 2, 1, 2. If I have 1, 3, 1, I must have 3, 1, 3. If I have 1, 4, 1, I must have 4, 1, 4. If I have 5, 1, 5, I must have 1, 5, 1. If I have 1, 6, 1, I must have 6, 1, 6. This is 13. This is 8. This is 7. This is 11. This is 9. This is 6. This is 7. This is 5. This is 5. This is 4. So this one over here is going to explain the cube. It's also going to be the feminine and the masculine. I wonder if we could have did this. You know what I'm saying? Just use this in a Scrabble word. This one over here, 21, the 13, yeah, this is going to match up with the 21, 42, 63, 84 cycle. And then what it becomes is the 168 and the 336 equaling to 3, 6, 12, right? This repeats. You see the way this repeats? Usually we do 3, 6, 9, 12. It repeats here. But when you're doing binary, it repeats on 3. This one repeats on 4. The same thing with 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to go 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, or 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. You see, this one ended here. I would have to do it 16 times, right? 16 times, okay, to what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that what you do? 5 to 1 to 2 to 3, 1, 2, yeah. This is 16 times to get to 32, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. And that's the most you can do because you have 6 sides, right? But the 6th side takes you to the other side. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. When you get to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, once you're here, right? Or here, let's call this A, let's call this E, AE. You're here or you're here, you can't have both of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, right? So this is A, B, C, D, E, F. In reality, it's not set up this way. In reality, that cube, right, in the backgammon starts here. So it'll be 2, 4, 8, 16, 30, 64, right? And this is where Abraham's cube come in. And this is Abraham, hold on. Even though Abraham is 44, Abraham is noted to be at 66. Chess, okay, is at 88. Even though Abraham is 44, we come up with this one at 66. Let me see if I said this right. Why? Yes, because of backgammon. The singular moon, right? That's the woman, right? We're going to take the I over here. So what this is 5, 6, 7, 6, 5. And what is 5760 is the year 2000. This number over here, when you multiply it, 5 by 7 by 6, it equals to 210, or you can call it AJ 101 or 201, sorry, right? When you add 1 through 20, it equals to 210. When you add 1 through 15, it equals to 120. It's the game of darts, and it's the game of pool. There's a whole bunch more to this. This over here will be the 6. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, this is going to be the part of the electric moon. It's woman 66, 66. Yeah, they rerouted everybody to Highway Interstate 80. What it is 80 is a lock, okay? Let me turn this around again. 80 is a lock. It's amazing. It's amazing about number 29. It's amazing about number 8. It's amazing about number 8. I was going to do a thing about 8 tonight. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. Like all these pages I wrote tonight, when I'm tired, I just hate that thing's all over. Oh, the one for one exchange, by the way. The this one, your rotation, the 1-for-1 exchange. That's this basic one over here. The 4 above, the 4 below, right? The 3 by 3, 3 plus 3. This one is the moon, the 13th. The female comes with the sun. This is feminine. Okay. This comes with the sun. This is the E world. This is 23 BC communication, where you go A, B, C with what is B, C, D. Now, where is that D? Where is the B, C, D here? So the association of B, C, D is when you associate this house with this house over here. We associate the A house with the D house. We can't have A and D. It's going to be A, B, C, and B, C, D. And ABC is 6 and BCD is 9. The 7-11 here is going to be the cube. The reverse opposition of the Cuban Saturn cube is 7-11. And this is where Mars comes in, Jesus Christ. The power. Powering up the constellations within 7, 8, and 9. I'm only telling you the story. So I want to see what if anybody said anything in the chat. So no one said anything in the chat. So anyways, I'm going to take care of this. Come back tomorrow. Join me on TikTok. We're at 66 minutes and we're going to be at 66 seconds. Yeah, so join me on TikTok. And I'm not going to do that shout out for help support. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Bedtime. Ciao, ciao.